Greetings, Shelpers. Today is a little bit different. We are finally going to be card making, like I have promised. I don't know how long the stream is going to be, as I am normally in pain when I am not lying down. But for now, let's just get started. These will be what they call an explosion card. I have a card kit for them. I can do explosion kits without the cards without the kit, but it's easier for me because everything is already proportioned and whatnot. So what we need to do first is, yeah, some of them are weird, like what do butterflies have to do with it? Here's an owl. There's like vintage, some foiling. What I want to do, I think, is probably a pumpkin or a spider motif. I'm not entirely sure. Well, if I want a spider motif, this would be the card right here. But the spiders I have for the interior are not the kind of like realistic, like anthropomorphic vintage type stuff. So I'm not entirely sure. It depends on the interior paper we also use. Like these will be some of the interior papers. They don't really look Halloween-y, a lot of them, I realize, but again, some of that delicious foiling is on there. We have this, and if we're going to do a spider card, of course, we pretty much have to do this. I mean, we don't have to. The thing about card making is you can decide what you want to do, but I think this is our best combination currently. There are more papers, of course, that I just did not dig out. We could possibly make more than one. Okay, so the thing about these is you have the blank card, but the big piece of paper is folded in such a way that it will be inside the card. And the paper is black on this side. You cannot tell, but there is a lot of scoring, meaning different bending lines you have to follow on this thing. So we dig out our instructions. At least I hope to God these are our instructions, or we're in trouble, Shelpers. Yes, they are. Choose a card in a corresponding base. The sheet is 10 by 10, but I don't remember what the cards are. I would say probably 5 by 7, if I had to guess, which is a standard, I think it's A7 card. And that's usually the standard grading card size, so pretty much. They want you to pick out like all the sentiments before you assemble. We ain't doing that shit. Okay, fold the 10 by 10 paper along all of the score lines. So we gotta find it, and there are some like kitty corner ones that I can barely fucking see. So we are just going to give that a go. Pretend we're making a kite of sorts. Yep, and it's folding well. So that means I did not fuck that one up. Awesome, lovely, we love that for us. Usually when you make these, since they are made out of thicker cardstock, it can sometimes behoove you to fold inside and outside. I mean, not always, but usually. I mean, you don't want to get somewhere and then be like, well, I just fucked all that up. So, and trust me, it's a lot easier to work with. I'm trying to keep it kind of in front of the camera. I usually, I'm used to just doing my own thing, Shelpers. So let's move the rest of this for now, because it's going to be quite a few lines. Okay, I don't know. You can start seeing the lines pop out more as I fold, yes? Okay, so these are also lines back in here. See them? Yes, very good. And we're going to have to like pop those out and inward eventually. But that's not a now issue. So I don't know why I'm trying to make it a now issue. Okay. But it does help. So we fold it along all the lines. Unfold and refold in the opposite direction. Unfold with all sides facing up as shown. Okay, so that means this little square thing here, right? Got that? push in the left and right sides. So we have to valley fold into a triangle. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. I'm not good with the valley fold. But what valley fold is, mountain fold is up top. So valley fold is basically inward. So we're gonna like try to like tuck these two sides in together. Like so. So we went from this like envelope thing to like pushing this in and that way. And we're gonna have to do the exact same thing. So this side gets pressed inward and my hands are like, no fuck you bastard, little bastard. Bastard. Okay, so we're gonna have to like, I'm doing something wrong here. I hate that part. I love these cards and how they turn out, but like the valley fold is like not one of my favorites because it's so easy to mess up for me. And it is unbelievably easy to mess up. Okay, so we have something akin to this, which I don't even think at this point is correct. Yeah. I haven't made these in quite a long time, so... Oh, wait. Hold on a minute. I am just doing this like... I am ahead of my time. I'm ahead of my time, shelfers. I think I'm legit jumping the gun. Okay, push the left and right sides to form a triangle. Okay, so we're going to go back. And I don't think this is quite the triangle they had in mind. So we're going to go back and say, okay, they want us to do this. Kitty corner. So we have an airplane going on. That's our little airplane. Very good. Everybody's a little fog champ right now. And then we fold it in like this. I think that's the part I'm missing. Was making it a dunce cap. Okay. And then we valley fold each side. So now we push them in. So I know I'm skipping a step, but it's the same step. Trust me on this. My hands know how to do it, even though I don't really remember how to explain it very well. Which is great. I mean, we're getting it done. We're getting it done. Hi, yeah, it's the Certified Art Channel. Sure is. Okay, I think I messed that up too. How you doing, Zohar? Everything going well, I hope? You know, I might actually just forget this thing exists because this thing is chafing my asshole. Flip the side over and repeat and inverse it. Yeah, it has to be like a nice little sticky sided house thing. And I think I messed it up somehow. Like I said, this is one I haven't done for a long while. I think it's been like 2 years since I did one of these. Okay, we gotta fold it like that. And then we gotta bring this together. Like so. And then we have to start pulling in the sides of our quesadilla, I think. Which is what I already had done. Right? So, but this should have two sides and it only has one. Okay, fold the left and the right corners towards the center. Did that. Flip the piece over and repeat. There is no repeating. So I did something completely incorrect here at this point. Cool. It's gonna take me forever to do this. Oh, that's because I'm cheating myself. That's what I'm doing. Maybe not. No. When I was right the first time, trust me on that one. Alright, so they're amazing. I'm just not good at assembling them. I hate that I'm not good at assembling them, but it's true. Okay, I'm on that step, and then follow the score lines, fold the corners. Right, we already did that. multiple times, so why do I only have like one corner here? Because it has to pop open, and that will not pop open like that. Because it's called an explosion card. I should not have picked such a tricky design to start on this kind of a stream. He went out today, and during the ride was minding for something, got my phone. Okay. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, I didn't know you got really bad car sick. I too sometimes get car sick, but it kind of depends, like, on what I'm doing and why. Like, sometimes I can write on a van or whatever, sometimes I can't. Okay, push the left and right sides inward to form a triangle. Okay, we have to do it like that. Okay, this is not a triangle, this is a square. So one of my folds is an incorrect piece of mass. Okay, where did I go wrong? Okay, push in the left and the right sides. Okay, we're gonna just follow this everywhere it says. So it clearly says push in the left and the right sides, valley fold. Okay, so push in the left and the right sides. No. I'm not sure why I'm going wrong here. I'm gonna say fuck it soon. And then you know what? As soon as I turn this camera off, it's gonna be like, oh, that was what I was supposed to do. And then, yup, that'll have been exactly what I was supposed to do. Origami is not my strong suit, but this is definitely not right. I'm missing one turn. I just don't remember which one it is. So this is going to be a bit of a mess today. I apologize. Of course, I decided to do something I'm not as familiar with, so that it completely shoots me in the asshole. Because what would a Toluca stream be without that shit, eh? Okay. They say leave it open like this, and then bring in the sides so they're closed like this. Okay, hold on. I'm doing exactly what they say to do, supposedly. So that means I have to fold each side outward. Here we go. This is the part I was missing. I do the other steps, but if I don't do them correctly, then it fucks the design. Which means I have to do it like across me so you can't see it. Yep. So that's fun. Okay. So we have this little boat-like apparatus. The double little-sided boat. It's been okay. We're just trying to get our life in order. Got our sink fixed. We are running a movie on Saturday on the Discord, Saturday night. Yeah, now you tuck these little pieces inward. That's what I was missing. I tried to only do the one thing to the one side. This is exactly how it's supposed to look. It's like a pair of underwear. I'm so bitchy that it's so bitchy I forgot the one fold. Okay, so it's supposed to look like this. Okay, this little like quesadilla rib folder. The outside looks like this. I was supposed to tuck in both sides. As it gapes open at you, I will go find what is called a glue runner. So yes, you'll hear my plastic rustling. I have a whole table here with my Halloween stuff. One of my best friends in the crafting world is this little guy right here. I do have Elmer's glue as well, but I love my glue runners. They are spectacular machinations of crafting adorability. So we won't hopefully need that. She says with no confidence, yeah. Okay, then we gotta go for our spider. Nope. Disney's Haunted Mansion is something I have never seen. And it just got on the streaming service. So I figure that it will be a surprise to us all. Okay, now you open up the card. And you're going to be like, well, why is it like this? Because when you open it up, it's just going to be black. I could do it the other way. As a matter of fact, I might go back and do it the other way. Because if I do it that way, then the outside is going to be what looks like the spider web, which is fine. You know, it's all good, but yeah, I have to like push these back in. Because technically, theoretically, it should be the prettier stuff on the inside. And my hand's already like, nope, you're starting to shake already. That's fine. That's fine. There we go. See, now it's the black outside. You just flip it over. And you're like, well, what is the difference? Well, the difference is, what do you want people to see when they open the card? You know, when they open it, do you want them to see the black or do you want them to see the spider web? And since we're hopefully doing a spider card, it would make more sense to have it. Now I'm going to try to put this in the middle as much as humanly fucking possible. See how it fits right in there? Now, we close the card up before I put glue on it to make sure I can like move it if I need to. Oh, that looks pretty suitable. A little bit might be hanging out the front. But we're going to do what we can as we can. And then we're going to begin the gluing process and hope I did not fuck this up. You have a glue runner, all you got to do is that. It dries fast, dries clear, sticky as a mother bitch. So if you fuck up, no pressure. If you fuck up, you're going to hear about it. And you should only do one side at a time, because if you try to do both, the likelihood you will put it in an awkward position is a lot higher. A lot higher. So now that we have stuck the front, we can stick the back. Sorry about not remembering the fucking two-fold. That was my mistake. I've even done this without the card kit before. Not that you'd fucking know it on stream, of course. And we rub that down a little bit. I didn't even know I was at 100. I thought I was at like 97 or so. Okay, and then we adhere it. We test it. See it, Shelpers? We open up this bitch, and this is what it looks like. It's called an explosion card. Closes, opens. Closes, opens. Like a trap or a monster. So that's the interior part done. That's the hardest part. Okay, the hardest part, she says. Yeah. Now you have to figure out how we're going to decorate all of this space in here and what we're going to put on this space out here. Yes, it is. It's an explosion is a type of pop-up card. So we got that going on. All right, so we have to find our, they want us to do corresponding decorations, and they gave us some, which is good. But our next step should probably be this. And since this is all black on the interior with the design, these are the cards you put in somewhere on one of the flat parts where you can actually write your message. Because otherwise you don't really have the availability of space to write anything personal, which if you don't really give a fuck about the person you're sending it to, cool, I get it. But I don't think you'd be making something for someone if you absolutely didn't care. So we're gonna try to like put it on the bottom here where it's nice and flat. See, where we can write our sentiment. So our sentiment is just the thing we want to write. Our personalized message. And I will try to get it to a place where it doesn't get into the folds or anything like that. Not the easiest task, mind you, for me anyway. I'm trying to just glue this down. Place this roughly in the middle. Pray to God I don't fuck this up. Because there is no going back, Shelpers, once we commit. Alright, it's a little crooked in there. Nobody's going to look. And does it close? It does. So now our sentiment card is right in there for what you want to write. Alright, now we have to think about this, but I'm going to be that kind of person and I'm going to change things up a little bit. Not those, they kind of look like hum. Okay, so I'm going to take a few of these. Right, yeah, but you wouldn't make a card for your relative's partner, right? I mean, you would just be like, oh, yeah, let's buy one out of Walmart. Or let's get one from the Hallmark store if we're feeling generous. Okay, well, 1 second. I gotta locate something specific. And it's gonna take me a bit. Ouch. Hit my elbow on my hold table over here. Because of course I did. Now, since this is puffy on the inside, if you wanted, you could go with puffy extras. Now, I don't think this in here will have any, I mean, there are witch hats. I think that's about it. So, I mean, I have silver. If I want to go like full tilt with it, I do have some silver webs that I could lay over the white webbing. It's a possibility. I know I'm like thinking it out off screen. Apologies. But like I could try to like fit this in there. I think I'm making about 7 or 8. I don't usually make a bunch for a lot of people because flack. Sorry about that. And the reason is it takes me a lot of time and energy and sitting up, and we all know that sitting up does not treat me well. So I'm still looking, and there goes the box. Found my bats, but that's for a different program. Okay, of course, the one thing I wanted, Shelpers, I buried. Okay, those are for later. Okay, I found more. But these, I think, are what I want. Yep, the very bottom thing is what I wanted. Okay, of course, of course. Ah. Okay, so getting some of this back out of the way. I'm hella organized. Actually, the funny thing, sad thing, is that I prepped for like 2 days for this stream, and this is how it's coming out. I cut up a lot of paper and whatnot, though, in case you want to see what a panel card looks like, which is a fancy name for you cut up different strips or different sections, and then you just stuck it on the card anyway. That's literally what it is. Let me roll up my sleeves. You get to see my fat tattooed arms. Oh, well. Okay. Well, I guess you can't, so, because my tat's pretty far up on my forearm. Alright, so, one of the things about the spiders is, I think I have some friendly ones, but I don't know if we want to do friendly, because these stickers go well in these types of cards. See, there's like these little, I could put these little purple spiders in the webs as a way to like further decorate. See the little purple spiders with the witches' hats? I love those. They're so cute. I also have a few of these left. They're little googly-eyed spiders with their own little webs. So we have our options. I could also see if I could find anything more fitting with the front, which is a more realistic type of spider. So that would be, she says, looking for 8 million years. I think I have some in here. So, like, there's a rat. Don't ask me what rats have to do with Halloween. See, some of these are sentiments. Open if you dare. Would kind of be a cute one to have on a spider card, I think. So let me just put that off to the side. Then it's the one Black Cats, Howlin', whatever, have fun on Halloween. Some are interior sentiments, some are exterior sentiments, but I do think I should stick with the stickers only because I think most of the things I have that would fit with the spider theme are actually black, and my card's actually pretty black on the interior. Yeah, I guess so. But, you know, I kind of get, like, black cats and junk because, you know, black cats are considered bad luck. Then again, if you were in a plague town. Okay, I have this I could stick at the top, which is eerily reminiscent of the things on the front. But if we put that across the top, inside, then there would be no room for pretty much anything else. Like, I will give you an example. Like that. Like sticking that up top there. Like, instead of like a sentiment, it would be that. Like, there'd be no other sentiment except the one we write, which would be fine. So, but we do have realistic spiders on the outside. So I guess we should go that route on the interior. So let me see if anything else jumps out at me. Not a jumping spider joke, but take it if you want. And we will get busy stamping down what we want. Would be nice if I had, well, I do have this like little terrorific thing. That would also really fit the vibe of the, like, tarantula type card. So, this one just says Halloween night. Thrills and chills. I have a little thing that actually says turn back. A little, like, bat, like, thing. I think the spider thing is just about as good as we're going to get. Then there's Bewitching, which is for a witch card, you would think, which we are making one of those. If you couldn't tell, witches are one of my favorite Halloween aesthetics. Yeah, you know, you can, they do a lot of puns like, for Halloween. Like, one time I had the Hello Pumpkin, which works on 2 levels, which isn't really a pun then. But there's like terrorific, you know, like Parker's, unauthorized Parkers will be Toad, and it's like with a witch's broom, so Toad. And not like Mario's Toad, which I was gonna do the voice for just now, and you do not want to hear that. Your ears will bleed, the world will stop spinning, we will all go flying off the earth. Okay, so I think we are going to go with realism spiders. Probably for my baby brother, although I kind of wanted to do a make from scratch a more horror movie type motif for baby brother. He's kind of like that kind of a person. Be Very Afraid also fits. So we'll just move this to the side for now. I also have more things. Maybe there are spiders in here as well. Looks like there might be, because it's realistic. Yeah. There are a lot of Halloween puns out there. And the world needs more puns. My husband is agreeing with me, of course. He's very punny. I think if you're a certain age or a certain type of person, possibly both. Yeah, this thing has flowers in it, which I'm like, okay, Victorian times, I get it, but like, and plumes, I'm like, this is very old writer Victorian era, like a moth. So if you have somebody who likes a romanticized version of Halloween, I guess they do more masquerade parties. Maybe then that would be nice. Or something. Here we go. Here's a spider. I know I had one that fit. Now can we stick this little bastard in here somewhere? Okay, so we got him. And he's a little more gray, so he might stand out all right. Not 100, of course, not 100%. We got owls and frogs in here. This is why I usually like to mix it up with this set, because they have very odd notions, because they're trying to be like, oh, it's Victorian Halloween, and I'm like, yeah, tell me what the white roses are, you know? I guess it could be a stand-in for like white lilies for funerals, but I think we're making too much of a stretch at that end, so we'll see. But we do have a few options. If I can open up this damn bag and throw them back inside. Getting stuck everywhere. You know, I could just save the cleanup for later, but trust me when I say, when you have die cuts, which are all these little pieces, not just the sticker sheets, but the little pieces I was showing you, if you don't kind of keep track of them now, you will get them all over. You will find little bats, like, literally all over the room or something. So, which is fun for Halloween, but afterward, not as much. And they have even more stuff over here, but again, most of it looks like flowers and keys. And it's white with gold trim or whatever, and I'm just like, how is that Halloween? So, I mean, it fits together, but yeah, we're gonna kind of ignore it. Oh, and I dropped the bat. Oh well, he'll find it later. But Just is really good at figuring out what I fuck up, let's just say. Okay. So I'm gonna use this spider somewhere. Okay. I could like hang him over part of my sentiment like that. Ah, maybe. But they're white. So maybe it is like a Victorian vampire thing. So I'm thinking of taking this, gluing this up here, our little spider graph that's on the front of the card as well. And then across the spider graph, which is not Spider-Verse, we can do like Terrorific, you know? And then we will glue this little spider down. And I think that will be our interior. I'm not sure, but I'm thinking so. So let me just get some, flip the card over like I did with the sentiment. Take the cover back off the glue runner. Let's hope we don't put it on upside down, eh? Because unlike the sentiment card, there is definitely a right way to position this. Alright, but then again, they are arachnids. So if they're hanging upside down. But yeah, these are like the genus of spoders. So we're gonna like put that in the card, like right near. Oh, I think I'm gonna fuck this up if I do this. Oh, it wouldn't be the first time, Toluca. Wouldn't be the first time. Yeah, I don't think it'll fit. Nope. And I'm going to leave it sticking out if I do. So, that's a bad idea, and I've already glued it down. Well, could have been worse. I mean, I didn't glue it down, but... Well, what say we do something we probably shouldn't? This is a trimming scissors that has a pattern on it. I know you can't see it, but they are called edging scissors. And they are decorative edging scissors. So we are going to actually cut some of these poor spiders in half. I know it's weird. I gotta be careful, but we're gonna like take like the first row on each side of explodes, and we're going to delete them from our existence. I will show you in a minute what I'm doing. So now it looks something like this. I know that decorative edging can't be seen too much on the camera probably, but now we have decorative edging. Yep, I actually, one of the things my baby brother says about me is that I'm more of an artist than he is, even though he's going to art school. And the reason he claims that, I think, is because I'm pretty much, okay, when husband and I were watching, what the hell was it? The Bold and the Beautiful. We went through a phase where we watched soap operas because they're fucking humorous. The corny acting, everything like that. Okay, so now our spider thing is much smaller up here. Glued down. So, yeah, yep, exactly, edging scissors. Yeah, they have like little fancy edges. That's why they're called edging scissors, but yeah. So, anyway, when I do the art projects, and then we're going to have Terrific across that. So, I'm going to glue that down. So, when I do art projects like this, I can't cut straight. I don't have good eyesight. I don't have good coordination. Because my eyesight, I wear thick glasses, and I have no real depth perception because of the way my eyes don't align. So I'm always fucking shit up. Like, you can't tell right now, probably, but I totally did not align this part up here with the sentiment. It should have been more centered. But it's stuck there now, and we're fucked. So one of the things I always say, because I got it off of a soap opera, because somebody had accidentally killed someone, and his father was covering it up, and he's like, we're in it now, Liam, because they can't take back the fact that he killed somebody with his car accidentally. So every time I have this thing that goes on where I do something wrong, see now it says Terrific on it, I always say, we're in it now, Liam. Or sometimes when I'm feeling extra spicy, fuck it, we're doing it live. No, he's always been. He learned from our oldest brother. And he loved it from the jump. And we would color together and all kinds of things. But, see, baby brother wants to make a name for himself, okay? That is kind of where our spider has to be. I mean, he comes down into the sentiment, which could get a little bit nasty, because that cuts off a lot of, like, my sentiment card. So either we have to give up our spider or we have to give up our writing space. And I think that the spider coming down is integral to the whole this is a spider card thing. So I'm going to close it up to make sure I'm not cutting off his legs anywhere, to see where he has to be positioned. And then I'm just going to start like getting a little bit of a glue runner under his abdomen. Another thing about a glue runner I like versus a bottle of glue is that when the glue dries, if it's a bottle, it actually will like start like making the paper warp underneath. And I don't like that. My glue runners don't make the paper warp as they dry. So my glue runners win hands down every time. Now this is already a thick boy card. And so that means if we want to take some of the foam and prop up the outside, I'm trying to get some of his legs a little stuck down, just so he doesn't like fly too much. But I don't want to stick down all of his legs because we want him like a little bit freewheeling in here. Like he is a spider, or she. Let's not misgender the spodes. I have no idea. So we can fold her back up now. And that is our interior Spoder card. So the top that says Terrific and all the folds. If I wanted to, I would put a few of these in the web for some reason. Give it a pop of color. We could just do that. They're just little drops of like little plastic circles. So if we want to give it a little more color, we could just like pop them in like the center of the web to give it kind of more of a pop. I mean, I'm not going to do it like over much because this is a spider we're talking about and it has spider things to do. And there are a bunch of like littler dots we could like put on the edges of the like vine, like vines, the edges of the web, vines. Oh my Christ. Yeah, the brain is already going. It's going to be a long one. All right. So then we put one up here. I know we have to make sure where we're putting the dots is not where the folds are. I was going to trick myself just a second ago and I didn't. Always be mindful of where your folds are, chat. So see, there is a little more color with just a few little orange dots in there. So it will kind of draw the eye. All right, so we're done with the inside. Now the outside, we can do a lot with it, but since it's mostly already done for us, I'm thinking, yeah, these cards don't stay shut. That's one of the problems. Once you take it out, it's like open. But I'm just going to put, I think, the thing that says be very afraid on it. Because a lot of people have trouble with spiders. And I think I'm going to put it on this side. And then that's it. I'm not going to do any like 3D pop-ups. Because there are these like foam sticker sheets that'll give some dimensionality to your cutouts, which a lot of people use, but this is already so puffy. It's like a used vagina class. All right, no. We're gonna just tamp that down. I shouldn't have said used, I should have said well fucked. But that's all right. Okay, now we line it up, stick it down, and it will not slide around as I'm doing this, but if I fuck up, then that's all she wrote. And then we have our first card. Unless I want to put a few of the little orange dots to kind of draw from the inside to the outside. You know? Yeah, these will not close properly. Because they love being open. Like, that's the way they are. Even if you fold them really well and stuff, they like to pop open. It's just who they are. It's how they are. So we're going to like put a drop or two of the orange just on the outside, just to kind of bring in our inside into this whole mess. Even if it's just the one right there. That way, you know, there's like a couple pops of color on the inside. All right. And we are done with our first card. I don't think I'm making another one. Now that I remember how to do it, I should. Because the next time I go to make one, I'm going to be like, what the fuck do I do again? But, yeah. That's how you do a pop-up. You do all the folding and all the moving and stuff like that. If I sound like I'm in pain, you know, in sharp breaths and everything, I am. And yes, I have my painkiller in me, and it only is supposed to keep me, like, how do I put this delicately? When they give you painkiller, chat, shelpers, my little gremlins, they do not give it to you to feel better. They give it to you just to keep you from, like, Minecrafting yourself over the pain. That is a little harsh, but it's the truth. They don't ever... Feeling good is not the objective. Managing to get through your day with gritted teeth is the objective. You know? That level of memory. But yeah, I love Halloween. I've loved it since I was a kid. The first year I moved out of my mom's house with Badust, my older brothers were like, we don't want Halloween, because she took it with her. Because Halloween is Maney, you know, my middle name, nicknamed, is Maney. So, okay, the weird part comes with the next thing. I have all different colors of cards. There's purples and greens, and kind of an orangey color, but it's an orangey yellow, but still. Yeah, exactly. They want you to just last long enough. I thought I had a pink card base. Do I not have a pink card base? I might not have a pink card base. Oh, murder in hell. I was going to take out a pink one. And the reason I was going to do it is because I wanted a pink and black Halloween card that brought in hints of orange. But I think we're going to go purple instead. We're just going to go Season of the Witch. And yes, this will be our flat card. Just a little flat, simple card. Actually, the green one first, because I'm an asshole. Yeah, I think the green one first. Or we'll practice on the gray one. For reasons. Alrighty. That's just because I have been digging up some non-Halloween things that I want to incorporate into Halloween cards. And you can do that fairly easily because some things just seem to fit. Okay, I just tucked them all away without putting them back in. Oh, that's going to be fun later. Those are on my little gems. Alright, I'm trying to find, my papers. Here they are. I have papers that have some foiling on them. I have papers that have glow in the dark. Like I have a witch paper that glows in the dark and stuff. But who the hell is going to get my card and then be like, I'm going to be sure to look at it with all the lights off. That seems to be, a normal thing people do. Doesn't everybody read their Halloween cards in the dark, Chalupa? Well, I don't. Speaking of in the dark, I'm glad my camera has plenty of light because it's pretty dark here. So, what I want to do is I want to take that green. I'm going to probably use the gray card actually. Because the green I dug out was actually like Christmas green. And I want to make what is called a panel card. And it is a very fancy name for a very ridiculous, simple thing. It's where you just take strips or little block the paper and then glue them to the... I probably fucked it up somehow. It's probably somewhere over in the other section of the world. It's fine. I'm not making all my cards today. There's just no way in hell. Because, yeah. Oh, and I think I brought more stuff. Well, that's great for later. Oh, oh man. Well, if you drop something, sometimes it's just a game over for me. Okay. I'm going to take a look at what we got. Because panel cards and strip cards are simple. And I'm just going to do it on the gray one. So all you need is the gray. But I have a lot more colors. I have some Halloween strips and stuff as well. Like I could, if I wanted to, bring that in. But most of the Halloween strips I have are traditional Halloween colors. And I don't know about that. Like this, I think is part of the Raven. So I could put that in the center. If the person gets the reference bonus, I guess. So we're gonna try that. Okay, so we're gonna see how I did. So we're gonna move the purple back here. And then we're gonna take our card. And we did horizontal, so we're gonna do, yeah, you make like, you take different things and you like line them up. And then you glue them down. That's literally all a panel card is. Like, it's very simplistic. People try to make it sound like a lot harder or more mysterious or whatever than it fucking is. I have a circle in this one I can cut out later. But yeah, you try to like find the right pattern and then you glue it down to the card. That's like all you do. So you just have to figure out your paper, where you want it, what it's going to look like. Some of these I cut chunky because I wondered if I wanted a strip panel or a panel. So like some of these like are very, very chunky like that. And a lot of them are geometric shape without kind of like being here, anywhere here or there. I think I have more of the strips later somewhere. But what I had wanted was to take, not this one. I had wanted to take like the black and the gray and kind of like just glue them around, see what happens. Make a background, you know. I think I need more of those exact colors. See if I can pull them out. Because I did cut them up off stream to make my life easier. And then I cut up like a million other things off stream. And now they are one large soup of pieces. So did I make it easier on myself? Well, that's not the easiest question. Okay, we're going to use that strip somewhere in there. I have another, like, snippet from the Raven. I could, like, take a couple of those. Okay, any more of the strips for the, found another strip of that. And then we're just going to kind of put it together before we, like, glue it down and see how it looks. Because we could very easily fuck up. Like, very easily. You don't want anything too close together, yada, 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 yada. Okay, so let's put this back for now. You can, like, do a basket weave type thing. Most people don't. Okay, so let's start our pattern. This would be okay up top. And then, you know, we should do a word one next. We have to figure out, like, this, yeah, it actually, this part says, quoth the Raven nevermore, much I marveled this ungainly fowl to hear discourse so plainly. So that's where that starts. So if I wanted to, I could find a raven bird and do the front of this card in like a raven motif. That's so Raven. Okay, then we'll have this green, and then we'll do a black circle. Oh yeah, but a strip. Okay. We'll work around the hole, I promise. And then we should do the whole green. Where's the whole green? Okay. Like this green. Then again, maybe that's too close together. As far as the circles go. But I need something to break that apart. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this one, put it near this one, put this one at the top. Then we're going to glue this one. Now we can glue them right on top of each other, like all the way down. Or we could leave some room in between. So it all depends on what we want to do. And I have a line here on this piece because it's the top. So we got to be careful with that. It's not like it really matters. Not like anybody's going to go, oh my God, there's the cutout line. So, okay, I'm going to try to keep these in order. So this one is next, then this one, then this one, then this one, and then I'm going to start gluing down. And you're going to be like, are you kidding? They're very long. Yes, they are very long. All you got to do then is take a scissors when you're done. Some people glue them all and then cut. I'm going to try to like one at a time this because I am not the best at life. I don't win at life most of the time. So we're going to like take this. Yeah. And what we're going to do is we're going to make the line that runs through here on the bottom. That way if I want to get rid of the line, I can overlap. So that'll work. So I gotta measure, like overlap, and then I gotta fold over, and then take my glue runner and like run it down this strip. And then adhere the strip to the edge. Has to be fucking straight though. It isn't going to be straight, not with me at the helm, I understand this. But we will try to make life as straight as we can. Then we gotta hope the other side gets stuck on there, because I'm gonna need to turn this for my own benefit. Excuse me. I'm trying to do this on camera, but like I don't know if it always shows up. Is this running out? Are you running out, my old friend? Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Alright, she's done. Wait, no, she wasn't done. Okay, she is now. I was like, are you done being a tape runner for me? Oh, no, wait, she is. She has no adhesive left. Okay. It looks like she had a full roll in her, too, so I don't know what happened. Damn. That sucks. Alright. We got more. I need to invest in some more, but we have more. There we go. Just brought out her brother. I shift due to pain. So if you hear the chair creaking and you see my body moving in the background, well, that's just how it is. Here we go. More. Okay, we gotta get it as close to the edge as humanly possible. Oh, we put it on crooked. Of course we put it on crooked. Well, we're in an Aulium. And as my sister has told me, that is part of the charm of getting a handmade card. I said, no, it's not. So we need our straight edge scissors. Yeah. I've seen the things that are like what everyone else sees, and it's like this amazing painting or whatever, and it's like what I see, and it's like a huge fucking mess in the back. So, alright, now we were gonna put down the raven, but we have to make sure that the raven is coming from the correct part. Yeah, I might cover up that white line. It's kind of bothering me. Jesus. I didn't even get a full hour before the agony hath started. Oh well. Okay, I'm gonna do the mistake here and put the edge, have the glue on the edge already. Some people make sure like all of their stuff is like perfect and the same like size strip and everything like that. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna try to do it as best I can. Sometimes I've actually cut the card as well when I trim the edges off, which that's always an interesting experience. Yeah, in a way. So then we gotta glue the rest of this down. Okay, so those are our 2 strips. Then I think the third one down was this thing. I could try to keep it in monochrome, to be honest, but I don't know if I want to do that. I think monochrome would be just a little too icky. I've done monochrome before, but I should have had Bajust crawl over me before I started this and opened the window. He was hot, and now I'm getting warm. But that's alright. So yeah, see, we're making our background slowly. I should see if I have more pieces of the Raven, actually. See if we can get that going, but yeah, we're not going to worry about that quite yet. I say as I think about looking for another piece already. Cool. Okay. Well, that's just how my brain works sometimes. Now, should I do that? Yeah, I should. I should. Has no place in a Halloween card, theoretically, but it does now. It does. Fuck it. We're doing it live. Fuck it. Honestly, fuck it. Doesn't really matter. As long as I fucking line this up, that is, it doesn't matter. And if I, like I said, if I cover it a little bit, it ain't gonna kill anybody. Damn it. Of course I put it just a little bit off the card, though. If I put it a little over the edge, I could always snip it off. But I can't bring back what isn't there. So I'm going to now glue this down a little harder. Puts glue runner in right hand. That is so gonna work. Ugh. Alright, now we're gonna take this off here. Like I said, some people lay down all their strips and then they cut. Technically that's more wise than I've ever been, but okay, now we have a choice to like start running the pattern on repeat, or we can just keep going down. Yes, there is a smudge on here, and one of the reasons I'm doing the card on this, or the panel card on this one, is because it's all gonna get covered up. Because why not? Why not? Okay, so now we lay this strip down, whoops, and then that strip. So we got a couple more strips. I am trying to keep most of it into the camera whilst I do this, which is not the easiest thing I've ever done. One of the good things about this holographic paper is the holographic paper, she's a thick girl. And that means, like, when I bump up the next piece to the edge, I will have, like, a stopping point. So I won't go over her accidentally. I will not fuck that up, because she's like a stopper. So that's very good. And then I will add the one with the green and black, like polka dots down there, and then I'll see what we got going on. I know it doesn't really look a lot like a Halloween card at the moment. I think I almost cut off the back end of this. That would not have been great. But we're okay. Okay, so I have another one where I'm going to have to cover that up. You know, I had pieces where I didn't have the holes and stuff in them, and I don't know where I put them. But we're going to make it work. By golly, by gum, by fee, by full thumb. I'm going to have to put it this way so the next piece down can take the advantage of covering up the line. The reason I'm not streaming tomorrow is because of the absolute pain I'm in. And I'm going to be in because of this. Which is honestly not what I wanted, because I want to do hashtag all the things for Halloween for all of you. So we're going to need one more strip, and we might start it off with, if I can find it, a shorter strip. I'm going to have to cut this off of the stuff we started with. It's not going to be straight, Lord knows. And we're going to have to cut this little hole off. We can cover the holes with like extra decorations or whatever. That's not here nor there usually, but okay, I'm gonna have to adjust again. Yeah, I'm gonna finish this card up, I think, our panel card, and then I will have to probably leave, because yeah, this is about an hour is all I get before the pain gives way to something a lot darker and a lot more dangerous. So yeah, we're gonna try to cover up this little, and now we have a small problem because, one, I did this wrong. Oh God, please. Please don't ruin it. Please don't ruin it. Okay. We have a small problem because if I cover that up, then I will not have enough room to cover the bottom of the card. So, we are going to have to sacrifice, and we are going to have to leave the dots with the lines. We can cover that up later with something if we're, very unhappy. We can do a bunch of different things. We're going to undo this because I just fucked that up again. Okay. We didn't quite cover up all the gray, I don't think. I'm also having trouble seeing because the darker it gets in here, the worse I do. Oh, wow. So that tells me I'm going to have to do maker streams in the beginning of the day or in early afternoon because I'm losing my light, and that's not a good thing either. Okay, let's see if I can get this bottom piece on now, or if this bottom piece is just totally going to elude me forever. Like I said, there are ways to cover it up or fix it later if we absolutely have to. My hope was that I wouldn't have to. But wish in one hand, as they used to say. Wish in one hand, shit in the other. See which hand gets full first. Okay. And it's not straight. Again. Pull it over. And even though it's crooked on the bottom, we're going to have to keep it. So now we're going to have to clip that. And we still fucked it up. Why am I doing this? I bet I cut it crooked. I bet that's why. Yep. I was like, why am I not doing this correctly? All of a sudden, that's why. Because I cut it crooked. So now, I'm going to have a little bit of a mess on the bottom where I have a strip that is crooked. It doesn't look that bad because it's a gray on the bottom, but that is the bad part. I don't know if you can tell on the bottom ridge, there is some extra gray down there that now sucks. But we have what is called a panel card. And that's literally when someone tells you, I made a panel card, that's all it is. Literally, they took strips, they put the strips in a certain order, glued them all down on the fucking paper, and that's all it is. So when people tell you I did this, and you're thinking, oh my god, how fancy. Right? It's like, that's what this is. That is exactly what this is. So if somebody ever like tries to like bullshit you like, oh, this is my card technique. And it's just like when they're like, oh, do you know how to do a valley fold? And you're like, yeah, you fold down instead of up. Up is a mountain fold, down is a valley fold. How difficult. How heartbreakingly difficult. So there you go. So now I have to trim. See the sides that still aren't perfect? I have to trim more of that off without cutting my card blank, hopefully. So the first one was the explosion, which is a type of pop-up. The second one was a panel card. Now, it doesn't look Halloween-y except for the Raven reference, but we can add pretty much anything we want to it. So we can make it, yeah, basically. So I thought I would let you know some of this, like what they do, what people do. I could decorate this on stream, but it's getting pretty perilous for me. I don't know if you can tell the pain in my voice, but yeah, I might have to cut it short. I don't want to, but that's kind of how my body is, and why I usually stream from the bed, and why I use a PNG instead of a full-on VTuber, like a Live 2D or whatever. Because, yeah, my brain is probably going to be fried after this for like a day or so, just this little bit. And that's kind of how it goes. So that's why I'm on narcotics. So if anybody is like, nobody needs to take narcotic painkiller, yeah, I'm almost ready to chew off my own arm to get out of this chair. So with that, I'm going to be leaving you, but I will be back on Wednesday for Pumpkin Jack. Just gameplay where I can like lay in my bed, take it easy, all that kind of stuff. If you want to know more about what I do and how any of this works, I can do maybe more videos for you, or, you know, like I do where I just take pictures as I do them, because usually I do them on the bed. And I will let you know. If you want to see what I do with this to finish it, I will post pictures later on Twitter or my Discord. So with that said, I hope you have a nice evening, and I will see y'all Wednesday. And be safe. Bye.